Batman issue number 4. Now, this issue, I found it to be good. Maybe not the greatest issue out of the collection 4 so far, but I thought it was good. I thought it was a decent introduction to our villain. Now, I have to say this. There's a scene that made me go so deja vu, I went cross-eyed. Because I'm like, I feel like I've seen this scene before. Like, I've seen the scene of Bruce Wayne walking into a psychiatrist's office. She's doing some kind of sports activity in her office, like boxing, on a treadmill. Has some kind of bat, I don't know, figure, like an import painting that looks like a bat, or a stuffed toy that is a bat, and she calls it Dr. Batman. And at the end, Bruce asks her out. Says, I'll pick you up at 7. Now, if it's the circus, because I would get more cross-eyed. Now, what I'm talking about is that the scene between Bruce and Dr. Zeller is really nearly one by one. Maybe the odd, thing, one bit of dialogue change. And, but it's nearly one by one of the scene from Batman Forever. When Bruce walks into Dr. Chase's office, and she's, Bruce finds her boxing, and she has the implant painting, and Bruce asks her out to the circus. Like, it's, I was like, this is so deja vu, reading the scene of Bruce and Zeller, because it's just nearly one by that. I was like, okay. I didn't realize I was reading Batman Forever all suddenly, but for good, fine. I'm happy with that. Now, when it comes to meeting a villain, which is the Monarch as a villain so far is fine. Because clearly he is the villain for this arc or this one, whatever the situation is. But at this point, even though he is like a digital crime boss, where he is like threatening other, criminals around Gotham, like Penguin and Vandal Savage and this person and that person and this person, to do his bidding by frozen their accounts, or using leverage as, hey, follow me, and or your friend or your loved ones are going to die. I mean, Penguin's. Are we shocked that Penguin's loved one, like the one that he cares the most, is literally a penguin? Like, I'm not gonna go creepy with it, because that's what my writing is for. To picture messed up stuff, but I was just very shocked that, I was like, okay, I guess, children and siblings and, wives and husbands and stuff like that. And then there's a penguin and smack in the middle of this woe, and sadly the penguin doesn't make it. None of the leverage people make it. But it's, I was just, I couldn't help but laugh about the point that, of course penguins, deal us as an actual penguin. I wouldn't be shocked. I am not shocked. Anyway, but the thing is, even though this villain is very tech savvy, tech savvy, and he's trying to do the whole thing of, in 2 years we'll one Gotham, in 20 we'll rule the world if you join me, and essentially if you join me. I get it. It's an interesting groundwork, and it is kind of nice, sprinkling some crumbs, and probably by reading the entire thing, it's going to make maybe a little bit more witness to it. but him so far as a villain, he does come across as, and this is not a bad thing, a very straightforward mafia, mafia organized crime boss organizer, with like maybe a tech angle. Um, so at this point, I'm a little bit, but let's wait and see, because he is literally our introduction, and let's see how he is where when Batman bumps into him, and have so forth, and he has a more bigger role than he actually has. That if he has a bigger role or not, or he's done in next week's, or issue 6 or whatever. Now we do also see anarchy in this, in this nice scene where, in the beginning of the issue, we have this like news report of anarchy stealing a truck, and Batman's like, "This is, you're normally smarter than this. This is sloppy. What happened? Explain to me. Who hired you? That kind of stuff." Which, that was fun. Like, the dialogue, Anarchy was fun to read. Definitely when it comes to me, because I'm that person who reads out loud and voice. Basically, audio drama comes out of my mouth when I read comics. So I his character was his characterization in this issue was fun. I mean, he is basically your go-to, like, oh, help, it'd be like Batman's a way to interrogate him, and it's like, "Oh, tell me everything you want. Please don't hurt me, Mr. Batman." Yeah, he's that guy. Yeah. But yeah. But this issue, I thought it was good. But I had to ask, does Dr. Zell like the circus?